Hello, it's Midsofting. I am back with another First Descendant video. In this one I'm going to do a sort of comprehensive guide on reactors. They can be a little bit confusing on how to use them, when to level them, all that kinds of stuff, including how to farm them. You're going to want to find the best reactor for your specific build and character, and there is a very easy way to find and farm exactly what you want. So let's just get started. Reactors are essentially what controls your skill power. So not your guns, everything else that you use. So all of your abilities, and there are ways to know what they do as far as different elements and the different skills that they will actually affect. So for example, with my bunny build, I am using a tingling singularity reactor. So tingling basically just tells you that it is electricity based. Obviously, another way to easily tell this is by looking at it. It looks like there's little lightning bolts on it. Same with this one right here. So it's tingling, and then this one's burning, and this one is frozen. So once you know what you're looking for, it's going to be pretty easy to just quickly glance at one and know which one of those it is. Then singularity. What does singularity mean versus what does mixture mean, for example, as these ones all are. This one is phase. So with my bunny build, for example, I use my main two abilities are the second and third ability, which is to run faster and to put out the AoE attack. So these ones right here. So you want to do speed of light makes bunny run fast, and lightning emission makes bunny emit a lightning everywhere. And these are your main two attacks when you're using bunny, because this is how you kill everything as quickly as possible with AoE. As you can see, when you hover over these skills, and you can come to this Descendant screen from your inventory to check it, there is a little section right next to the number 4 right here, where it tells you the type, the element type that this skill uses, and it tells you what it is. As far as this one is fusion, right there above Thrill Bomb next to electric. Fusion, this one is singular, this one is singular, and this one is also fusion. So if I want to buff lightning emission and speed of light, I want singular to be buffed, not fusion. So this reactor could be a tingling fusion reactor, it could be a tingling mixture reactor, which buffs multiple types of skills. It's buffing those fusion skills. But this one is singular, so it's buffing the singular skills instead. So if you know which skills that you want to buff with your reactor, you simply need to find a reactor that will buff those skills to the best of your ability. And of course you can target farm them once you know what you're looking for. And that is the same for any Descendant. If you were to switch Descendants and they have entirely different named skills, just find the reactor that applies to them. So then when you're looking at the actual stats of the reactor, how do you figure out which one is best? Well, ultimate reactors have one specific thing about them. When you look at a regular reactor, this purple is not an ultimate reactor. You'll see that there's an optimization condition that says assault rifle weapon class equipped. Having an assault rifle weapon class equipped just means that one of your 3 weapon slots has an assault rifle in it. That's it. That's all that's required. Once you have an assault rifle weapon class equipped, you will reach the little spot that says reached skill power 140%. So that basically means just by having this reactor on and having an assault rifle equipped, you gain 140% skill power. Additionally, you gain 0.2 times electric skill power boost ratio and 0.2 times fusion skill power boost ratio. As far as the other numbers that are on the screen, you obviously want the most skill power, the most sub-attack power, and the most skill power when equipped down at the bottom. Those will usually be easy to tell because you're either going to have green or red numbers, and you'll know number go up, number go down, number go up is good. Equip the ones with higher numbers if you can. However, you also need to keep in mind that all of these numbers will go up when you upgrade your reactor, which can be done twice. with a certain material, which I'll show you how to do here in a second, and that will make the numbers better. So if two reactors are very close but one's upgraded and one's not, the one that's not might actually be better when you upgrade it, so you'll have to figure that out. The skill power when equipped is very clearly laid out for you. As you can see, my Q, E, X, and Z keys are my 4 abilities, and it literally gives you the number of attack power and whether it's higher or lower. And then at the bottom you have 2 other attributes that you get: skill cooldown and electric skill power boost ratio is what's on this particular reactor. As far as ultimate reactors go, it's a little bit different but kind of the same. So the benefit of an ultimate reactor is that when you reach the optimization condition, you will gain 160% skill power as opposed to 140 or 100%. As you can see, I'm gaining 160% skill power based on Thunder Cage mounting. Now this is the downside to ultimate reactors, is that you need to use very specific ultimate weapons. So I'm using Thunder Cage, and unlike this one where it says assault rifle weapon class must be equipped, it says Thunder Cage mounting. So mounting literally just means holding. So it's not enough to have this reactor on and have the Thunder Cage equipped in one of your 3 slots. Your character must be holding the Thunder Cage SMG in their hands while you're using these skills in order to get that 160% skill power buff. As long as you're holding the Thunder Cage is mounted. Of course, you'll also be able to get other reactors that require other weapons, and you'll just have to farm the correct ultimate weapon and hold it if that's the buff that you're trying to receive. As you can see, I get electric skill power boost ratio and singular skill power boost ratio from using this reactor, and then my skill power and sub attack power at the top, and of course my skill power when equipped, and then sub attack power 18.3% and skill cost minus 0.027 times. So that is basically the difference between ultimate and regular reactors, and the way that you want to tell the difference between what you want and what you don't want. So the title of each reactor, just a quick recap, the title of each reactor is going to tell you the element type and the skill type that it's going to buff. The optimization condition is going to tell you how you get even higher skill power boost, and then the rest is just going to give you the flat stats of how it's going to affect your skills overall. So the next thing that you're going to want to be able to do is upgrade your reactor. So as you can see right here, my reactor I have equipped has 2 little orange dots right here. That means it's been upgraded twice. These ones, the dots are not orange. That means that they have not been upgraded. So to do that, all you got to do is come to Albion. When you're here, this is where the research lady is and the mod person and all that. You come over to one of these. You can do this at any of these workbenches. They're also at the outposts within the world. You hit use, and then you just hit reactor enhancement, and then you click on whichever reactor you want to upgrade, as long as you have the required item, which is either an ion accelerator for a regular purple reactor, or it is a precise ion accelerator if it is an ultimate reactor. You can click this plus sign either once or twice if you can afford to do them both at once. As you can see, I have enough ion accelerators to do this one twice, so I can just hit it twice and do 2 upgrades at once. It tells you before you enhance it what the skill power is, so if you're comparing 2 reactors, you're not sure if when you upgrade it, it will be better or not. It's very easy to come in here, hit the upgrades, see what the skill power is, and you'll instantly know, is that number higher than the other number on the reactor that you're currently using, and is it going to be worth using your materials. To get these materials, either the ion accelerator or the precise ion accelerator, all you have to do is make your way over to this young lady, the research person. You can go to enhancement materials, and then right down here is ion accelerators and precise ion accelerators. The only difference between these is, as you can see on the photo, the number that you get. So you get 60, 60, or 5, and then on this you get 1 or 15. And of course the material that you use. So I have a ton of quantum crystal, So I can use quantum crystal and gold to get 15 of these, or I can use superconductor cores, which I also have a ton of. But if you have more of one or less of one, you might want to, you know, change how you're doing it. You can also do both of these at once. So you can't activate two, even if you have enough materials, you can't activate two of these at once. So you can't activate 2 times 15 precise ion accelerators, but you can activate one of these and one of these if you want to just keep doing it. And then same with these, you need nano compound, and then this one needs solenoid. Dude, don't make fun of me. But anyway, and then the amount of gold that's underneath, as you would research anything else. So once you have those, you can upgrade your reactors. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to farm the reactor that you want. So to do this, you're going to need hard mode, and you're going to want to open the map and get to this screen. This will only work if you have hard mode, so make sure you have it selected, which you can do right here. Switch to hard mode. Once you're there, you'll see this difficulty level rewards is at the bottom of your screen. For me, it's the F key to open it up. If you're on a controller, it's probably something else. Press the F key and you'll get to this screen, difficulty level rewards. From this screen, you can sort based on item type, based on the element you want, based on the skill attribute, etc., etc. So right here is the rounds type. So if you want guns with a specific type of rounds, if it's impact rounds, if it's high powered rounds, whatever, you filter it right here. But what we want to do for my particular build is electric and singular, because I want an electric singular reactor. You can turn on reactor if you want, but it's going to give you the same results because there isn't anything else that falls under those two things. And of course, you'll do this based on what character you're using and what element and what skill type that you want to find, or you can just filter by all and it'll show you every single one available, and you can go through these on the side and see which ones are in each area. So when I do singular and electric, you'll instantly see the only one available is this Ironworks area, which is electric, special rounds, and singular. And then when you click on that option, it'll show you exactly where it is on the map. You can teleport to the outpost, and you can begin farming for the items that you want. You can do any of the missions, the battlefield missions, and the monsters that you kill during the missions will have a much higher chance of dropping the item types that you're looking for because you're in the correct area. They drop fairly frequently. You can probably just do a few missions and you'll have a chance at getting at least a couple of them. It doesn't really take that long. They're not that hard to farm. So you should be able to get one that you want fairly quickly. That's going to be it for this video. If it helped you out, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and let me know in the comments if you're interested in more comprehensive guides on different materials, items, and other things in the First Descendant.